Everybody, welcome back to another recap of Love After Lockup here with Jade and XD. This episode was called Reckless Entanglements in East Jackson, Ohio. Ah, man.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, questions were answered that I already knew, but it's all good.
yes. Let's start out with Nikki Parker and Brian.
Girl, they gotta go. Like, they,
I hope they don't last long.
me
Like that is
too.
such an annoying thing. So she's still mad. Brooklyn is still mad about this Buffy the Body on the back of his tablet, and she's mad that it's not her.
Yeah, yeah.
And so remember they're on the phone arguing about it, and he was like, "The reason why I didn't have it on you on the back is because other use it. I'm not trying to have other jacking off to you or whatever. And two, it's my tablet. I can have whoever the I want on it.
I
Like,
was like, the first
why
one
is
was
you
bullshit.
tripping?
Let's be clear, but
It
also,
was. It
but it's
was.
not. It's not wrong. And
Yeah. Like,
Mama is just
she,
so. Mm,
desperate, sad, delusional,
yeah.
a lifetime movie.
I'm like, what picture did you want him to have back? And that is a valid point too. Like, why would I? Like, you busted
Like,
it wide
why
open, and
would
niggas are
I?
just like, "That's your girl."
Yeah, like
You
no,
know?
why they trying to watch The Wire, which I find it very. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you something. I was going to tell you on the main show, but I feel like this is a space to tell you. So, I fucking the government. Everybody listens to everything, right? So, shout out to the Discord. So I'm on the Discord and I'm catching up all on the tea about Love After Lockup, who's still with who and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so then on the YouTube, on Chris's YouTube thing or whatever, a bunch of these like police videos like came up of like body cam footage, and I was like, oh hell no, what's going on? But we happened to click on one, and it was this white woman who got pulled over. This it was like a Karen video,
Okay.
and she got pulled over by a white police officer. And she also, she does the thing. She's clearly in the wrong, and the police officer's doing procedure. I'm not going to tell you what's right or what's wrong, but he's doing the procedure. He's not treating this lady any harm in any way.
Okay.
She's screaming like cocaine bear at him. And so she was like, you know what? I don't like the way you're speaking to me. And Jade, I kid you not, she pulls out her phone and proceeds to call 911. She called the police on the police officer that pulled her over on the interstate.
Wait, what kind of
And so
inception
what?
ass? Wait.
So,
She
but
called
then,
the
so,
police on the
uh-huh.
officer who pulled her over on the. Okay.
While he's standing right next to her.
Okay. That. Wow.
It's,
That might be the
oh, but
most white
wait.
woman shit I've ever heard.
It's the widest thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. And I was so glad I was able to witness it from the comfort of my couch. And then what I love the fact was it was a black woman dispatcher. And she was like, you want me to what?
Why? Literally in my head, I was like, I know that lady was like, "You want me to call the police
Yeah.
or the police?"
And then she said that you want me to send out a police, dispatch a police officer to reprehend another police officer. She was like, "Are you in any danger, ma'am? Is this the police officer like
She's
doing
like,
anything
"Nah, I
else?"
just got
No.
like this. Where was
hmm
this?
Um, somewhere in the Midwest.
Uh,
And I'm not being shady. It's
no.
because the channel was called Midwest Police something. So, it wasn't a square state. But the point is the fact that I saw white on white violence, and then it escalated because she tried to call again, And then she tried to peel off on him. And then, of course, then they had to arrest her. She was like, I need to see your supervisor. And his supervisor finally came because she pulled off on him and almost ran over his foot. And so she was like barking, I need to speak to your supervisor who's more competent than you. And so his supervisor came, and it was some Latino because they like to be cops.
Oh, yeah.
And so then, Detective Sanchez came up, and she was shook. She was like,
Let me tell you something.
and I was like, girl, they probably more on your side than anything. You better lean in.
I don't know, because when
I've been watching
Officer
The Closer a lot,
Washington, Officer Sanchez, and Officer Wong all get appointed officers,
yeah.
they're usually the worst ones.
Yeah.
Especially that Washington and Sanchez.
Officer Dunbar. Ooh.
Wong is just like, Wong accidentally
He
shot
does
in the
cheat.
maybe he accidentally shot in the pink houses because he was scared.
Yeah.
Not funny. Washington and Sanchez, they got something to prove, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's me. Like, I don't.
Right.
Anyway,
I don't get it. But anywho, she trauma dumps, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. Oh, and we find out she has a child.
Yeah, that's what I was like. She trauma dumps.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Oh, I know. Let's do the homosexuals.
Oh.
Because I'm ready for them to.
Oh.
It's time for Papa to just relapse and just do what he needs to do, because.
Yo, what I tell you, it's like countdown to tape down. You know what I mean? He is just.
There's no hiding it.
No. He has no intention. Michael has no intention on being a productive member of society
At all.
And so we're back to the contacts thing. Remember, it's been a couple episodes since they've been on.
But hold on, though. In context of time, Michael is already feeling trapped, and they're just sitting down for their first meal.
It's been like an hour and a half.
Exactly.
If that. So my note reads, oh, no one's doing the bending tonight, I see. Because nope. Hashtag I know my body. Yeah, okay. But they have meat lovers off. Oh my gosh. Michael has things to do. He needs to go check in here, there, and everywhere. And Joey's stressed out because, we've talked about this before. They give you time spans that are really, you can't abide by them, honestly. So.
But he has a very realistic time frame, of course. And he don't give a no. Just be like, can I just grab a burger at Wendy's real quick? And they're like, no, you've got 25 minutes to go to the fucking halfway house. The niggas are like, you here by 4 o'clock. And he's like, I want 7 hours to enjoy my omelet. Like, he's a very unrealistic.
Yes, he is overly confident about the role of police in his life. Because he's like, Joey's like, you got to check in here. He was like, I got this. He was like, and man, I'm not checking in. Even later on in the episode, they get to the halfway house. He was like, I'm not coming back tonight. So you better, we boning.
We is in the hotel tonight. I'll pay the little fine. You'll pay the little fine.
Right. You got $20, let's fit. And so Joey is seeing all these red flags of a criminal. And the whole time I am so nervous because I'm like, I hope you do not compromise your sobriety.
Because he's weak.
Because I see how open you are for this man
Production
who doesn't
sees
seem
it.
to. Yeah. And I'm like, I hope there's a producer here that's just like, I know we're filming TV, but I gotta make the call. Like when oh boy had that mental break, when they had made that call, it was like, okay, we gotta stop.
Well, we already see. So, yes, it's flaming flags everywhere, right? Like, first, we get into this body count business. I'm like, Joey, you are too old for this, but we get into. But the problem is that Michael has f***ed all his friends. And now he's just listing them off. He's like, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, I got Rob and Michael and Keisha and whoever the
Rob,
fuck.
Johnny, Anita, Tina, Thomas.
And
About 3 Kims, like, you know.
so there's that. There's him being super fast and loose with the halfway house. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, you don't have options.
Yeah. And he's been there before.
In 2019.
Mind you, in 2019.
Which was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Because we lost a chunk of our lives, like the flesh on Renee.
Yeah, and we lost it to the war on terror.
Like
just
Renee.
like Renee.
Woo,
and
lost
also,
that battle hard.
Yeah. So, like, he gets his old contacts back. Like, he hits up Samsung and does some account, whatever the and he gets Grinder back, and he's just this, you know,
Bubbles.
And, yeah. So they get to the probation office, and you know, he has to go check into the halfway house. And they eventually get to the halfway house. And like we said, he was there in 2019. He was only there for 3 days because he had a dirty piss test.
Yeah. That was my literal note. He's already intending to not last. And the thing about it is, like, we have seen worse circumstances. These little Mr. Rogers people at this halfway house are very much like, you know, if you just report to us, you pay $20 fine, and we just figure out how we do this. Otherwise, we'll have to kick you out. It's like Miss Clavicle. What's that lady's name? What was Madeline's lady's name?
Miss Clavel.
Miss Clavel's School for Boys. Like, it's not really. They probably have to sing about Jesus, at 8 a.m. But
as somebody who has taken somebody to a halfway house and things, and I've worked at a shelter, the shelter does not operate like that, but the halfway house does. Like, some of them are very kumbaya, and the others are very like the Wire.
Military camp. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
the back of truth. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. And a part of me thinks we should watch the season finale when I get to it together.
Yes, I would like to do that, actually, please. I want to see your reaction in real time. You can't watch it before we watch it.
Okay, I'll save episode 8 for
this is the
you
season
all.
finale of season 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
XD started Power in 2023.
2025. And like every time I'm watching the show, Chris looks at me. He's like,
"Did the part happen yet that I
why?
told you about?"
I don't know that.
What?
What part? What part? Well, now you have to tell me.
Where the little girl almost died on the keychain.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to say. We'll save that for a special.
Okay.
Because
You have notes.
Yeah. Yes, I have notes.
Okay. If for whatever god awful reason you want more Jade and XD, make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon.